Hi, everyone. This is Rico Figliolini, host of The Creek here in Johns Creek. Appreciate you joining us. We have a great guest today, Kristin Edwards, who's the Executive Director of the Johns Creek Convention and Visitors Bureau. Appreciate her being with us. And actually, I should say thank you to Hampton Inn and Suites.
Yes.
For providing a place for us to do this podcast at. So appreciate the hotel being able to do that for us. So tell me, you've come to Johns Creek. You took this job.
Yes.
And why Johns Creek?
Johns Creek, well, it's just a stone's throw away from Duluth, which is where I grew up and where all of my family is. And I was living in Atlanta, really wanted to come home. And this position seemed perfect, like the next step in my career. It fit my skill set, and I was really excited.
Well, now your skill set, let's get to that. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you have a variety of things you've done.
Yes.
You've worked in Atlanta doing events, cultural events, and all sorts of events, nightlife events down there. But you've also worked in, like, Duluth,
Yes.
and you've done some other work in some other
Yes.
places. So
Yeah.
how does that inform what you're doing here?
Yeah, so I kicked off my municipal career at the city of Duluth. I planned about 75 festivals a year, and that's where I really saw events driving tourism and driving like an economic impact. People were moving to Duluth for our First Fridays, and it was awesome. And then in part of my career, I worked at the Gwinnett Chamber, and I was helping businesses, and I worked in Winder, planning events also.
Wow.
And then, like you mentioned, City of Atlanta, I worked with all of our nightlife businesses. So I was working with the hotels, with the restaurants, and I saw how that drove our economy. And when I saw the role open up here for Visit Johns Creek, I was really excited because I thought, I drove tourism my entire career, so this could be really great.
And you just had a baby, right?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So young mother, so you have certain demographics, right?
Yes.
Young mother, young adult,
Yeah.
couple, all the stuff that, city wants to see, right?
Right, right.
Families finding roots here and doing
Yes.
things, right? So interestingly enough, I mean, you have done all this. And I was in downtown Duluth once. This
Okay.
was about a couple of years ago. Now, I've been there more than once, but I was there this one time, and an older couple asked me, about restaurants in the local area. And I was like, where are you all from? Oh, we're from Duluth, not Duluth, Florida.
Yeah.
And they were visiting. And I'm
Yes.
saying, you're visiting downtown Duluth? That's exactly what was happening. I was like, there's tourism things in Atlanta, but they decided Duluth. So is that what you want to see happening
Yes.
in Johns Creek?
Yes, exactly. And I'll give another example from Duluth. We had the Rocky Horror Picture Show, actually.
Oh,
and
love
we
that.
had a lot of regional travel. People were coming from North Carolina, South Carolina, just for that one show. And I'm like, okay, this is a driver. And Johns Creek currently has some award-winning events, and I would love for people to come out here to see them.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean,
Yes.
you have the Art Center that's really big, more of a metro organization right
Yes.
at this point. You have the Johns Creek Symphony Orchestra, which is world class, I would
Yes.
imagine, right?
Yes.
And a bunch of other organizations. You have Autry Mill Nature Preserve.
Yes, that's great.
So a lot of stuff I think that could attract. What else do you want to see here besides that?
Yeah, well, we have Medley coming. Medley's going to be big.
That's
It's
right.
a mixed-use development.
Yeah.
I think people are going to absolutely love it. We also have, what else? Amazing restaurants. We have all international cuisine. Anything that you could want, you will find it in Johns Creek. So I'd love to see more of that coming here and staying here.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the trend lines and stuff. There's like over 140 restaurants, if not more. And there's 700, so there's 700 wellness type companies here
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Which I thought was a big number, I mean, for a place. But there's 84,000 people here. But part of the theme, I think, that you want to do is wellness also, right? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. I think people don't realize how many healthcare facilities we have here,
Yeah.
wellness facilities we have, and then just when I think about Johns Creek, I think about relaxation also. I think, hey, well, so-and-so is having surgery. I can go take a walk on the trail, or I can go
Right.
play golf.
Right.
We have to think about the whole experience, the whole family that might be here while someone's getting a procedure done, or they could even be going over to the med spa to get some Botox. Come to Johns Creek for that.
Get some Botox, get some wellness, yes, for sure. And there's, I think, 400 acres of parkland also here. So I don't think people recognize that. There's a lot of
Yes.
parkland here that Johns Creek has,
Yes.
right?
We have some
Pick-
amazing parks.
And pickleball is great, it's big here. I think Cauley Park?
Cauley Creek Park, yes.
Cauley Creek Park has, I don't know how many pickleball courts, but they're free to use.
Yes.
And everyone that asks me sometimes in Peachtree Corners, where's the local pickleball place I can go to play for free that's
Yeah.
not like Lifetime?
Yeah.
It's like up the road.
Yes.
'Cause
Cricket
in
is also huge here also.
Is cricket used?
Yes.
Really?
Cricket.
League?
I believe it's at Shake Rag Park is where we have
Okay.
the field over there.
Was
Yes,
that for
it's huge.
adult cricket or?
I believe
youth
it's
league?
like youth and adult. Yeah,
Really?
it's huge.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
that makes sense. There's a big Indian population here too, no?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a diverse community for
It's
sure.
a very diverse community.
Yeah. So how does that fit into your plans to be able to like bring people here? Do you
Yeah.
look at that? How does that
Yes.
affect
I
what you
think
do?
I think it shows that Johns Creek is welcoming to anyone and everyone, whether different age groups, different income levels, different ethnicities. Everyone's welcome.
Cool. Are you planning, I know you've only been in the job, since January?
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to like put you on the spot or anything. You may not have everything planned at this point.
Yeah.
But do you have things in mind that you'd like to see?
Yes. Well, a big thing that we have coming up is FIFA World Cup. And I
Oh.
know a lot of people are thinking, okay, it's going to be in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They're not going to come here. They will. They will come here. People are coming not for one match. They're coming for weeks at a time. And they're not going to be at the games every single day. So why not come out and take a day trip here?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to promote that. We're going to create an entire hub on our website to promote
Just for that.
to
Wow.
promote all of the events that the businesses are doing, the watch parties that people will be having to get people to come out here and even stay in our amazing hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and you got great restaurants too. So
Yes.
a variety of restaurants.
Yes.
So if you're getting people, as the FIFA Cup would, from out of the country coming here,
Yes.
they're going to want to eat at, Persian restaurants and
Yes.
Italian restaurants and stuff from wherever they're coming from, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or it's the place for them to try something they haven't tried before.
Correct.
Which is great.
Local Southern flair, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. Okay, cool. So we talked a bit about the wellness part, but there's
Yes.
also, there's the multicultural we just mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
The diversity, the assets that this place has. I didn't even realize how much river frontage actually comes through Johns Creek. So there's more there, right? There's trails, there's
Yes.
access to the rivers.
Yes.
I don't know if the city does anything regarding that, events along the river or anything like that.
I don't know if we have any events along the river right now, but that's definitely a great initiative to start. I know you can go tubing on the river.
Yes,
which
you
is
can,
Big.
yes.
People love tubing.
Yes, I see those trucks go with those canoes and there's just little tubes and stuff. Yeah, you got a 2-hour trip down the river.
Yeah, I have seen people like kayaking on the river too, but I'm not sure what organized activities we have
Yeah.
for people
Okay.
on there. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, small groups also, right? There's, I know in Peachtree Corner sometimes we have these small, they're not conventions, but they're like small meetings that draw a couple of hundred people.
Yes.
Like board game meetings, I think
Yes.
was one. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I think they had like a Black Horror Film Festival as well, which was not widely publicized. I wish I knew it ahead of time. But are you looking at helping hotels bring those types of things here? Do you have the
Yes.
space for it to do those events?
Yes, we are definitely helping the hotels by drawing people here, even those smaller types of groups. We don't have a convention center, which
Right.
would be great. If anybody wants to build a convention center in Johns Creek, let's start talking.
or a big hotel that has huge ballrooms. maybe,
Yes,
or big
exactly.
ballrooms,
That
yes.
would be great. But we do, as you can see now, we're in a
Yeah.
hotel and they have meeting space and they have
Yeah.
rooms.
Yeah.
So we can definitely fit people. But a good benefit of Johns Creek and what keeps our hotels full is
Yeah.
the business professionals that are here.
Really?
We
Okay.
have so many companies that are here and people that are staying here throughout the week. So it's great for them.
So how does the Convention and Visitors Bureau work with businesses? There's an economic impact, obviously,
Yeah.
and you want to bring people here, quote people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how does it work with businesses? Do you try to draw businesses here? Does the Bureau try to do anything along those lines where maybe there's a company-wide meeting, annual meeting or something?
Yeah. So it's more to draw businesses here. I would say that's more on the economic development side of the city, but we are definitely here to help assist them with anything that they may need or any kind of support that they need. But our role is to more promote what's already here.
Okay.
So we're promoting the restaurants that are here, whether it's sharing, a new menu that they may have or sharing, a St. Patrick's Day special that
Right,
they might be
right,
having,
right.
things like that,
Okay.
or just promoting everything that's already going on.
Okay. So, for example, Gwinnett County has Explore Gwinnett.
Yes.
Right? They do like hamburger week, I guess.
Yes.
Or burger week. It's 7
Yes.
days of every restaurant that has a burger or something.
Yes.
And they also do Soul of the South, I think.
They do.
And that's Korean food. Pack up the buses and go visit different Korean restaurants.
Yes.
Are you all thinking of something like that, or do you have something like
I
that?
have a lot of aspirations.
Aspirations, I like that.
I will say that I did Black Restaurant Week in Atlanta,
Okay.
and it was amazingly successful. So we just have to see what that week should be here
Yeah.
in Johns Creek, what would really draw people out. But
Okay. So
yes.
you're looking at things like that as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. To maximize the restaurants and get people to taste their food and stuff.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
You have great restaurants here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess small groups also, right? So like family reunions or things like that. Is that something that's a segment that you look at separately from other things that you try to promote to?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have leads that come in all the time, and we'll share them with the hotels so they can try to book those smaller events like family reunions or even just wedding room blocks that might need it. But yes, we're working on that. There's tons of conventions that we can go to and pitch
Yeah.
Johns Creek to them.
So do you get to travel? Are you going to be able to travel and pull in business like that?
Yes. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to do this year just
Yeah.
because there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
But in the future, absolutely.
There's I think Georgia has the tourism convention conference or something?
Yes, Georgia CVB has multiple conferences. They
Okay.
do have they have a winter conference that just happened, I believe, and then they have a governor's conference that is
Okay.
coming up also.
And they help the local places like yours, like the
Yes,
Bureau.
absolutely. It's I'd see it as like continuing education and being able to network with all of the other CVBs.
Yeah.
And it's great.
To see what other people are doing and best practices and stuff. And
Yeah, borrow some ideas.
yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely. Let's go back to the Medley for a minute. Medley's
Okay.
going to be big. I mean,
Yes.
everyone's talking about the Medley, and we've just had a conversation with them as well, with their PR people, about what's coming up. And it's supposed to launch or open October 29th, if I have that date correct.
Okay.
A lot of, I don't know if it's 160 or 190 acres of stuff.
Yes.
Right. Lots of retail. They're going to have a Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's is huge.
Yes.
I'm excited.
For sure. Love Trader Joe's. Walking trails. It's going to be it's something like what Peachtree Corners needed also, right? A downtown, quartered downtown area. Johns Creek really doesn't have a downtown area to speak of. But this will be something like that, right? Where
Yeah.
people are attracted to.
Yeah.
It's going to be a boutique hotel. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah. So, yes, there's going to be a boutique hotel, I believe, is opening, or, construction stages might be beginning in 2028. So it's going to be, Medley's going to be very exciting. Tons of restaurants, Trader Joe's. Sorry, that's my favorite. Trader Joe's is going to be great. We're going to have there's going to be boutique stores, but they're also going to be hosting their own events, which is
Right.
really, really nice. And where we're currently sitting right now, the city actually deems this as the town center, and Medley will be a part of that. So that's great. And we have the boardwalk that's right here.
Right.
So everything's going to be walkable, which I absolutely love and reminds me of like a little city.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Could be
little
almost
major city.
like a little belt line.
Yes, yeah, this is Johns Creek.
The Johns Creek belt line. Yes, could be that.
Yes.
So this will be the center of gravity to some point, right? Everything's going to flow this way,
Yes.
if you will. So, we talked a little bit about the hotels. There are 3 great hotels here. Hampton is one of them,
Yes.
obviously. Hotels are a big part of what a city needs to be able to attract
Yes.
more business. So how's that looking? Does city leadership look at that and look and see attracting more hotels? I know the Medley will have their boutique hotel,
Yeah.
140 maybe bed rooms or something like that. I think.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number for the hotel that's coming to Medley yet. But yes, it's absolutely something that the city is looking at on an economic development standpoint. If we need hotels, where could a hotel go? They're always looking at that aspect. Our hotels now, we do have 3 currently.
Yeah.
They are doing great.
Yeah.
They're actually, 2 of them have recently undergone renovation. One of them is currently undergoing renovations.
Wow.
right in time for everything to
Yes,
open. So
yes.
it's absolutely amazing for them. It's a good time to be in Johns Creek.
For sure. Young families are moving here. I don't know what the
Yes.
growth rate is.
Yes.
We are looking at some of that. We're doing a story in the Creek magazine about building roots here in Johns Creek. We're interviewing some families to do that. So it's an interesting blend of the type of families that are coming here. What do you find important that you want to see more of, or that you want to take advantage of that the city has that maybe hasn't been taken advantage of?
Yeah, well, they're still in the process of building it, but I think the boardwalk is going to be huge. I think making this a walkable city is going to continue attracting those young families. Like for me, I used to love being able to walk to Publix.
Did you?
Yes, I loved walking to the grocery
Yeah.
store. It was great.
Yeah, that
And
makes
now
sense.
with everything that is going to be walkable in Johns Creek, we're going to be able to take our baby out in his stroller, go on the boardwalk, see what's happening there, be able to go to Trader Joe's,
Right.
and do all of our
Right,
normal
right,
things. It's going to be great, and that's something that we're really happy to start promoting.
That's good. You know, urban areas are a little tighter, denser, so everything's packed together a little bit more. Those are like, you know, you look at that and you can walk it, right? Johns Creek is more vast than I thought it
Yes.
was, actually,
Yeah.
myself, and more people than I thought it was at one
Yes.
point. 84,000 plus population, takes in several zip codes. Even if you hear something about an Alpharetta business that may actually be in the city of Johns Creek,
Yes,
just
yes.
have a different address. right?
Yes,
Suwannee's like that too, I think,
Yes.
some businesses there.
yes.
So people should realize that, you know, Alpharetta, Suwanee, parts of those are actually in the city of Johns Creek,
Yes.
right? I mean, so, yeah, it's vast, it's big,
Yeah, I learned that recently. Like I said, we moved to Johns Creek.
yeah.
Sometimes my address shows as Duluth, and I'm like, no, it's Johns
Yes,
Creek.
that's the other one, that's right.
And I've
Duluth is
had
another one.
businesses reach out and I'm like, you're Alpharetta, but then I go and look at the city map. I'm like, no, you're Johns Creek.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and they could change their address. Well, no, the zip code won't allow them, I guess.
yeah, I think it has something to do with the post office.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so, yeah, it's a little,
Although even in Peachtree Corners, 30092 is actually recognized as Peachtree Corners, but you have businesses still using Norcross, which was the
Oh,
original
yes.
before it became the city.
Yes.
And whenever I ask them why you companies are doing this, they're always like, well, no one knows Peachtree Corners. They know Norcross. And it's like, what?
Well, they're going to know Johns Creek.
Well, they know what Peachtree Corners now too, but which is good because we're like 15 minutes away. I mean, and not even.
Yeah.
We're right over the river, 5 minutes. So when you're looking at where you're drawing your visitors from, where you're advertising, where you're marketing to, are there specific areas that you will,
Yeah.
immediately want to draw from?
So I'd say that currently we're probably going to stay a little bit regional outside of FIFA World Cup. Obviously, we're going to try to attract everyone we can.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think there's going to be a lot more regional travel this year. I feel like that's going to be a tourism trend just because of the state of the economy. People can't travel as far as they normally would, especially if they're traveling with family. So we're trying to draw in those people, even if it's just for the day, to come in from Lawrenceville or come in from Dahlonega,
Right.
come in from the Carolinas.
Be a day trip.
Yes, be a day tripper or a weekender.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It could be a 2-hour drive here, spend the day, and then 2 hours
Exactly.
back. Kids are tired,
Exactly.
and you're all good to go.
Yes. Yep.
All right, sounds good. Is there anything else that you want to share that we haven't touched upon?
No, I mean, I know that we focused a lot on what's happening kind of in this town center area, but like
Yeah.
you mentioned, Johns Creek is pretty big and vast, and we have we have Newtown Park.
Yes.
It was rated I think it was like the number 2 dog park in the country.
I saw that somewhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. You have that
You
here
guys-
in Johns Creek.
You guys are picking, who's doing your PR? It's just like, they're getting all this niche stuff. It's amazing.
It's great. We were rated like number 1 city to move to, number 1 safest city in the country. Johns Creek has a lot of amazing things for the
Yes.
residents, but we're definitely going to use that to bring people in
That is
as
so
visitors.
funny. That is so funny. We're doing a best of Johns Creek, the next issue that comes out in, I think it's the April issue, that's coming out. It's going to be best of, and I think we had almost 700 people take the survey.
Oh, wow.
A lot of surprising things. One of the questions at the very end was, what would you like to see in Johns Creek? And we had a list of things that we had, and then we had another
Yes.
and people could drop things in.
Yeah.
The two biggest things seem to be they want to see more indoor music, entertainment venues,
Yeah.
right? And they also, surprisingly enough, they want to see more immersive stuff. Like if anyone's seen like the Van Gogh immersive experience,
Yeah,
they want to see more of that
Yeah.
too. It was, and I think the third one was about cultural workshops.
Okay.
I don't know why I threw that in. I thought that was interesting. That was like the
Yeah.
third choice in there.
Yeah, no, that's great. It was devastating to the arts community when the Performing Arts Center didn't pass.
Yeah.
But we will definitely focus on keeping those performing arts here because we don't want them to leave.
Yeah.
We want to keep that here.
Oh yeah, the Arts
Yeah.
Center in Johns Creek is huge. I mean, even though they do stuff outside this area, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, our first podcast was with Stephanie Donaldson, the director. So we learned a
Yes.
lot about what they do and
Yes.
they work with other organizations too.
Yes.
So it was fun to do that. Autry Mills, another big attraction, right?
Lodging Mill's great.
Yeah, so, canoeing, Autry Mills, yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff here. Parks, 400 acres of parkland.
Yes.
Youth associations, youth sports, and things like
Yes.
that, right? There's also a Lifetime, I think, here.
There is a Lifetime. It's right around the corner from
Yeah,
where we are.
they do tennis, I think, also there. I'm not sure. if
Lifetime
they-
has everything.
Yeah, they have everything.
They're everything.
Yes, we love Lifetime. Lifetime's good. So I'm going to have to go out and eat at some point after we finish this. If you all have questions for Kristen,
Yes.
do make sure you leave them on the notes, the comments. This is going to stream on Facebook, on YouTube, and on our Twitter profile. We're going to also have a pets issue, the issue after the best of. So we're going to talk about that big
Okay.
award-winning dog park.
Yes.
We're going to
Yes.
be doing that too. So I think we covered a lot of stuff here. So, I appreciate the time you gave me.
Thank you.
Where can people find out more information? Where can they go to?
Yeah, so our website is visitjohnscreek.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, Visit Johns Creek.
Right. So if you're a business or you're an event planner and you're looking to do things here, whether it's a wedding or a larger event, Visit Johns Creek is a good place to go first. And they'll point you in the right direction. And if you're a business that wants to open here, good place to be. Thank you, Kristen. Appreciate you being with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you joining us.